what the other series were showing us so far. 5-1. Their lead in net worth is not that big yet, so at the least it's not a massive outfarm. Although,
mid lane, they've caught out the Quap, Dream Call being committed, and that'll be Dark Mago going down, and now of course even Pandaboo also gonna die on the Oracle.
What options do you have for the angles here?
Dark Mago gonna jump in, Quinn gonna be in danger as he just committed that orb. He has no way out, surely. He has another phase shift and will commit the Dream Coil, but still trying to run, is still alive. The Chakram will not connect either. Quinn, he's gonna be alright. Mago could not get the damage out. Now Zero, with the roll through, is probably not gonna do too much. In fact, he may just be dead as he tried to finish off the Nyx Assassin, but Zero's gone. And so NOPING. Catch out Yamsun as well. That's a massive target to pick off, and Matthew's going to run straight into him. Fortune's End is actually going to land. He gets rooted in place on top of the tree, and they break the tree down. But Yamsun, he was able to jump out in time. With the Wukong's command out as well as the Dream Coil, they're going to clean up. The initial Chakram throw did not catch the tree, so he was able to jump out before he... After. Jubei, not quite the target they'd like, but they will accept it. In fact, they might even find another Dunha. Trying to run a great impale out, a 3-man, but another impale there from Matthew. Does ensure they get the kill, and he was quite nice for the Luna. In fact, Yamsun probably doesn't want to jump in like this. Impale is going to land as well from Matthew, and Yamsun going to try and run. Might actually make it if he keeps juking them out like this. In fact, yeah, he tree dances, Primal Springs out. Play. Instead, they're going to try and get those 20-minute bounties, but Jubei is going to be around with a nice Hex. Going to slap it away from this Timber. In fact, Zero isn't committed with a roll. They've got the Timbersaw in their sights, but HFN is moving in. Still a nice Dream Call there from Quinn. HFN going to pop the BKB. Still no Eclipse being committed. Yamsun trying to man fight back in his own Wukongs. A Sonic Wave out now from Dunha, going right through the BKB of HFN. And now the Eclipse, but it is completely wasted. Dunha is eventually going to die. Matthew trying to come back in after Quinn, and they almost actually kill him off. Quinn, he might be dead, but no, a nice Earth Spike there from Jubei. All through, Coil going to be committed. He does not BKB yet, so the lift was there. And they get the finger off from Jubei. Roll in now as well from Zero to follow up, and who are they going to really target? It looks like they'll go after the Nyx Assassin first, into the Timbersaw now, but Oscar is surely going to be able to chain away, and he does. Great gank out from Black and Yellow. The chase is still on as Yamsun jumps right back in onto Oscar. Pandaboo have to false promise himself to ensure he... Pale stolen once again by Dunhan. He'll have to commit it straight off the bat. Is being chased down now and is going to try for the TP, but Matthew has the Impale, and that'll be enough to take down the Rubik. And with that, NOPING into the mid-tier 3 tower now they go.
Yeah, and this is where it gets... There's some good damage here onto HFN, but I don't think he cares when an H is up.
Zero commits the roll, but a nice Fate's Edict there from Pandaboo to just block out all that magic damage, and the heals are also coming in. They might still just barely get this Aegis, and they do. Does HFN want it back? The answer is no. He wants to keep going. He has the BKB Eclipse available. These disarms are going to slow him down a bit unless they find Quinn here, and they do. A great Sonic Wave and Impale out from Matthew. That mid-Rax is still falling quite quickly. HFN pops the BKB right through the Boundless Strike. The Wukongs was doing quite a bit of damage, but Yamsun now needs to try and man-fight this one, but HFN, he's got the false promise on his side. And he should be able to survive.
Here.
It is, and they even found another Jubei being caught with his pants down, it looks like. And Oscar with the Whirling Death is going to be able to secure the kill. Constant heals coming in from this Oracle, proving to be very, very effective. But now they've got HFN with the stun out, but again the Fate's Edict. Going to block so much of the damage. He's just taking no damage right now. Zero is still trying to get that out, but now the Eclipse comes in from HFN. It's not really hitting anyone, but it's stopping them from moving in, and they move on to Zero now. Zero getting very low and does eventually die. Back on a Dunha they go. In fact, no, that was a Fortune's End onto the puck. Everyone gets out safely. There's a full eye of Skadi now up on HFN. Dubay, he's just died of these glaives. He'll back out. But it seems as though they don't have enough to really stop this Rax being taken down. Was broken by the timber. Roll, HFN. No, they're going to jump the back line. Stream call there as well from Quinn onto the Oracle. They know they need him dead, but he's still surviving throughout all this damage. He gets the false promise off in time. Yamsun tried for the Wukong's command, but it's not going to be great. They might at least find one onto Oscar, and they do. They find any more. They do get Pandaboo. Now the finger flying out from Jabay, but it's not proving to be enough quite yet as Dark Mago looking to jump back in now, but he doesn't have any more spells to throw out. Try for the right clicks out onto Jabay. The DD rune just in case. So it looks like black and yellow were making their way over. Aegis up now, and black and yellow might need it back. Jubei may get caught, and it looks like he does. Oscar right in. The Hex is not going to work out in his favor. Meanwhile, Matthew setting up another onto Dunha. And they've even got Zero there, and Zero, he does die as well. Two heroes down without buyback. It's going to make it a very hard defense, but Yamsun, he's going to pop the Wukong's command with the Dream Call out. They're going to try and fight this out one more time, but once again, the false promise is going to be there onto HFN to make sure he doesn't lose his life. He has the Aegis anyway. Survived through the initial life. Jump in, making sure they can't get near HFN as Matthew. A great impale out, landing on two with the Sonic Wave there from the Quap. No. Nobody tying quite yet as Dunha actually turns it right back around. And they do get the Aegis. HFN joining his team. He did not go for the Rax play instead, but another impale is there from Matthew setting up onto Quinn, and they'll find the puck, but the buyback is there from this puck. Yamsun, however, dropping very low and does eventually die. He's got no buyback. Now they might find the Oracle, but is it going to be enough? As HFN, that's a lot of damage on here from Dunha on the Rubik. HFN, he's going to try and fight, but he's been lifted up and it looks like he should die, but yeah, he does. Better scouting out. Have caught out Jubei again. Jubei should just die very easily on that line, although no, he gets the Earth Spike off. He's going to run for it. He's going to be fine, as now the roll is there from Zero, landing onto all three heroes in that mid lane. Dunha going to try for the TP away, but the Lucent Beam is going to cancel it off, and he's going to be the one to die. So it ends up being a 1-for-1, but the time... Hex is there onto the Timber, but he's a very, very tanky boy. Still Yamsun. They really want HFN dead, but the false promise is going to be there in time. And HFN just going to back out as the Sonic Wave does fly through from Dark Mago. Doesn't really do much. And he actually drops to Jabay with the finger. With their Quap down, do they really want to keep going? It looks like the answer is going to be yes, as Oscar does dive in, but HFN, he's going to focus in on the Rax and just ensure they get those Megas up. And they will be able to get them. The Oracle instead. False Promise is up in 5 seconds, but no, the Eclipse comes in. That'll be Quinn gone. Meanwhile, the Oracle still just running away from Yamsun, who can't be able to keep up with him. Instead, he'll turn back around onto HFN.
Divine?
Dunha, he stole the Eclipse, and the Divine is now up on HFN. There you go. GG's called.
That's,
where did the Divine come from?
He just bought it in the side shop while that fight broke out. So I think the moment they saw that, they dropped. Not seeing the same movement out from NOPING, and you can't really rotate much with a CM and Viper, so that's one thing they can play with.
Nice roll in though. He connects that one, John, right onto the Kunkan. Perfect timing as well, just around that 4-minute mark. Meanwhile, though, Zero does end up...
breaks games from mid, so Quinn's already off to a good time. Should be able to look for rotations down line as well.
Oh, Zero might be in trouble again. He's been slowed up quite a bit here. Roll is out onto Matthew, and that's a nice kill from Dunha. Making sure they couldn't keep going there onto Zero, and now HFN's going to be in trouble. He's very low on mana, and Dunha with that Urn Charge is going to be able to get a fair bit of damage out. In fact, HFN, he's just dead.
It's not even letting him farm. Just
You
hunts
know
him down
exactly
in that
where
camp.
he is. Yep, zip in. They know he doesn't have the boat. Torrent, though, does connect, and Quinn is currently by himself. You might need to be careful. Roll in onto Pandabu. A lot of TPs coming in to make sure Dark Mago survives, but Willie, it looks like he barely will survive. Dunha is going to be the one to actually go down on the Quinn. Next up, does get torrented into the boat, and he doesn't have any mana. Surely just dead. Roll is going to connect, though, from Dunha into a nice kick
what a
away.
kick.
Quinn. Oh, the Tidebringer here. Tower might not be so lucky. As more TPs are going to come in. Oscar still frontlining on that timber. Yamsun going to move in as the roll is going to be out onto Pandabu. They want to burst him down, but Oscar is actually being targeted by Quinn. Back onto the Viper now they go. And in fact, they're going for another. They want the Conquer dead, but Matthew's going to TP in. And Yamsun is going to be forced to time-lapse away. Just giving him absolutely everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's the game plan. It's all about getting this Medusa farmed up, and they've got some good stacks to get that done. The Manta is almost done in HFN. That's going to help out massively if he does get caught out. Still need more, though, and keeping up the aggression.
Still not much mana on HFN right now. They're going to try and fight this one out, but it looks like they are going to lose Dunha straight off the bat. Matthew also goes down, and HFN is still very, very low. He needs some help. He's not going to get it, though. He does die. Jubei managed to get out, but does eventually die in the fountain to Pandabu. And now Quinn's being chased down by Oscar. He has just enough mana to get to the high ground, but he's going to wait it out. Goes for the Vortex back onto Oscar.
What?
Oh, he can't get to the high ground now. He doesn't have the mana output. And HFN gives Oscar the tip as he tries to chain away now. Yamsun is going to continue the chase, but there are 24 reactive armor stats.
It's going to be harder to deal with, and despite getting 2 kills on HFN, he is still finding that steady farm. Going to be harder to commit onto him now with a Manta as well, although...
Got the X out on 0. Torrent is there to follow up. Freezing Field committed by Matthew. They'll get one. Quinn now forced to zip away. The Viper Strike was there from Pandabu. He's still in danger, but another roll in from Dunha to try and protect us. Now they try and turn this team fight around, but Dunha, he's falling very, very low. Pandabu is also falling just as low, and they do take down both position 4s. As Quinn is still on the run, but has mana to get away. And now Dark Mago's the one in trouble, but he still has help from Matthew and Oscar as they get the Frostbite off. And this Weaver starting to fall quite low, but it is going to be able to stop. So I'm not sure if that net worth lead really matters.
I think it does. The fact that the Medusa is still lagging behind is bad news for NOPING and DD.
Uh-oh. Very, very lucky there for Yamsun finding that DD rune. Dark Mago gonna have to take the punishment for it. However, 0 may be caught. Looks like he is. He'll go for another roar attempt onto the Timbersaw, and there is gonna be a zip in from Quinn with the Orchid. It might just be enough to kill off Oscar, and it is. Does pan out as well as Pandabu. They'll find another.
Oh, they're eyeing mid now. Everyone's clumped up. HFN is here. That could help.
They're going straight onto that Timber. Oscar, he is really not that tanky anymore. Does go down, but a massive torrent, but the boat connects on nobody. Absolutely nobody takes the boat back onto Dark Mago. They want the kill, but HFN pops the ulti, and they are going to be able to find at least one in the form of Dunha. But now Yamsun moving back in along with Quinn back onto that Conquer. They'll find Dark Mago. Pandabu trying to fight back. There's your buyback out from the Conquer as the freezing field from Matthew doing quite a bit, but not quite enough. They got Quinn, however. Dark Mago with the X back onto the IO, but he wasted his torrent. Meanwhile, Yamsun going to try and man-fight HFN, but HFN has plenty of mana. They could go for coming in from Oscar and HFN now. Orchid, or rather Silence, is out onto the Medusa. Yamsun maybe taking a bit too much damage, but he has the time lapse. He's ready to use it whenever. Or is he? He does commit, but he's taking so much damage. But no, HFN, the first one to drop. And now they get Dark Mago as well. The torrent won't connect either, but Matthew might be able to kill Yamsun, or maybe not. The Sakuchi and the Chakram. Nothing connects. They will find the Beastmaster at least. 0 does die, but Yamsun is still a man on the run, and it looks like he's gonna make it.
Oh, Matthew!
We'll turn
Matthew!
He turns back around for Matthew as well. This guy... Yamsun just gonna keep the pressure up. They really want someone to rotate, and it is going to be HFN on the Medusa. Meanwhile, the rest are looping in from the backside. They found out the Beastmaster, but the Roar is going to be there onto Oscar. Meanwhile, Quinn trying to zip in, but Matthew with the freezing field. He is just channeling it all the way, but eventually does finally die. They found Panda Boo as well. And Yamsun, although he is low, he's not quite low enough. Gonna survive another day. From bad to worse almost. For NOPING as Yamsun, he's not done. Straight into Oscar now. They have the Orchid, but HFN is there to help out, but what can he do? He hasn't got Stone Gaze, so he can't really do anything to help out. Now the Vortex is there from Quinn into the roll, and they should have the damage output this time around. The man fight is still happening here. Yamsun is dropping way too low and does finally drop an HFN. This man has got balls of steel as he does not move. He does not move. They could. Quinn is being caught out. That'll be a big pick off. X is still there. They haven't brought him back yet. He's trying to juke it out. Can he get himself out? Jabay healing him up. He's going to be fine. Quinn will survive, but Matthew, he's just blinking straight in. He wants the kill. They know how important it is, but Matthew, he may have gone a bit too far. He will drop. They find anything for their trouble. But Dunha is going to be X'd back. They will get the Earth Spirit as well as Jubei, but now Quinn going to zip right back in by himself after Panda Boo, but the Glimmer Cape is going to save the Viper's life for now. Does eventually die. Not quite yet. Black and yellow, they start moving in. Yamsun straight onto Oscar, and that's a lot of damage output, but the boat is not going to land. No X there from our Kunkka. So now you know that the boat is down. Zip back in from Quinn, trying to find Matthew. They get the Orchid off, but Matthew is still going to survive. Or maybe not. The freezing field is going to be cancelled. He'll walk away, but Oscar does die, and now Matthew does finally drop. Yamsun. His BKB will wear off, but they're focusing on Jubei anyway. But now the roll back in from Dunha, back onto Panda Boo. They'll kill off the Viper, back onto the Medusa now. Do they have enough damage for HFN, however? It looks like they probably don't, as HFN will just stand his ground, but no, eventually he might drop, but they don't have any more bodies to throw at him. Jubei is also going to die. Quinn, very low on mana now, and Dark Mago does manage to get an X off. Into the torrent, Quinn should just be dead. Gets to the low ground. Can he really get away from this? Chain forward, Oscar. Trying to find this storm. They haven't found him yet. Dark Mago not going to see him. No, he will. The X is going to be there, but Quinn, he has a full bottle now. He got the top lane right now, so they're just trying to play the rat game here. They are trying to get NOPING to just come back home. Those tier 3s are going to drop fairly quick. HFN not really giving up yet. Quinn being caught out, but he does get the BKB off. The bot Rax is down. Top Rax is currently being attacked, but HFN, he wants to go for the tier 4 towers. They are going all the way in. They are going to force a team fight at the Dire Ancient, as HFN currently ignoring the rest of the heroes of the map and just going after the tier 4s, but now he's back onto Quinn. He wants that storm, and Quinn runs out of mana. He's going to die. Yamsun going to BKB up and just fight back. Oscar, he'll die. HFN still standing his ground, but he's been roared up. Luckily for him, he does have an Aegis, and he's still ignoring all the heroes. He'll go after the Ancient. They'll just die trying to fight him. HFN on a triple kill now. Yamsun is being ignored and still dying. Matthew going to jump in with a freezing field. They do kill off the CM. Can they kill HFN a second time? They're going to try, but look at the damage being pumped out with this Divine Rapier and the Stone Gaze. And they're just trash-talking them as the Ancient is still going down. HFN does not care about heroes.